On this, a scene is set this evening at the last resort, a small, comfortable dive bar in the industrial district where a kindred in the city makes a living. At this point in his evening, Stefan has hit a bit of a lull. Business has slowed down a little bit. Um, and he he sees that he's received a call. Hmm, odd. He goes back to where he hangs his jacket up, pulls the phone. He pulls his phone from the inner breast pocket. Does not recognize the number. Sees that there's a voicemail message. So he goes to the back room and checks his voicemail. Messages from Spider. 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 Yeah, yeah. Continues to listen. Something about somebody he wants to disappear. He wants somebody to disappear. Melvin. Something about a woman. Mm, When the message is finished, he thinks for a bit. So Spider wants me to find someone named Melvin because he's done something, slighted this woman, Cupid. And the Spider himself, probably. Stefan um, ends the voicemail call, going back to where his jacket's hanging, and places his phone back in the pocket, pulling out the small tablet that he's been carrying with him for a few nights here and there. Whenever he can find the time, whenever business is slow, whenever he's caught up on work, he's been trying to remember lessons in technology use like this, trying to get better. And with the recent and very slight upgrade that the last resort has had, Stefan decides to make use of the addition and accessing this internet. So goes back to the back room, with the tablet on. He connects it and begins by pulling up the web browser. believe that's what it's called. And begins typing something. Stops momentarily, trying to think. He's looking. He's searching for something. So maybe something like an index. He thinks. I'm going to have him make wits and computer, probably difficulty 7, difficulty 8 for him. So he starts by typing in grocery store, projects. He tries to remember some street names around there, locations that he does know. But to no avail. He's not sure if these locations are good, but I don't know. He's not satisfied. So he continues his search by trying to find a better way to search locations, search areas. And after 10, 15 minutes maybe, and after really contemplating this, after really thinking, okay, how could this be done? Some form of map would really help him. An overview. And he begins his search with a different wording. Oh, there's a bunch. He gets New Serum, New Serum city maps, but every single listing that comes up is outdated. Nothing is current, and nothing seems to be recognizable. As well as Massachusetts maps, things like that. But he doesn't. After scanning what he has gotten, he doesn't find anything that helps. Trying to look for a grocery store near some kind of house, some building. Frustrated, Stefan, he kind of sets the tablet down a little bit for a moment and takes a moment, slightly unnecessary breath, and after another 10, 15 minutes, he picks the tablet back up again. thinking about what the previous searches have gotten him, he tries to again change the parameters, change the searches, I should say, change the wording. Um, and starts looking for grocery stores in the area of New Sarum known as the Projects. And I'll have him make a Wits and Computer, same difficulty, difficulty 8 for him because he does not have a computer. This time, however, he does manage to find probably, I'm going to say, two or three grocery stores in that area. Let's say 2 grocery stores. And it comes up something called Google Maps. This is what Stefan has been looking for. He follows the results of his search to each of the 2 grocery store locations in the projects, and one of them seems to be more of a commercial type setup. It's run down, but he gets quite an amazing view, an aerial view, but he can actually see the streets. He can see what the buildings look like. Still pictures. One seems to have no houses, no apartments around it. It's very commercial. He goes back to his search momentarily and he checks the other one. He finds an even more rundown grocery store. Whether it's open or closed, he's not sure. But there are other buildings around the slum. Some maybe houses, apartments, other businesses. And this is one that he remembers. He remembers. Okay. What was that? How to save something for later. I'm just gonna have him make a intelligence computer roll, difficulty 8. After another like 5 minutes trying to recall, he finds the bookmark function in this Chrome that he's using, and he bookmarks the second search. Going back to each one in turn, looking again at the first one and then at the second result. He takes his time and studies it for some time until he hears somebody at the bar calling for him. He sets his tablet down for a moment, goes to help, or he sets his tablet down, goes to the front to attend to his customers, his patrons. And although still frustrated at the vague information he was given by spider. He feels at least a little bit better about himself, having found something, even if it is fake. As the night continues, Stefan's work shift, and the scene comes to a close.